We meet Emma, a soft-spoken schoolteacher who believes in peace and calm over violence. She's finishing up her last day at school before the holidays kick in. Things aren't exactly great in her love life, though. She's upset over a fight with her boyfriend. So instead of spending time with him, she decides to go out and spend her vacation with her dad, who lives way out on a remote farm. On her way out of school, she swings by the front desk, and the receptionist gives her a backpack full of camping gear, apparently something her cousin had left for her. She takes it without thinking much and sets off on a road trip. Meanwhile, we're introduced to a bunch of shady guys who are stuffing boxes into a van. They're clearly up to no good, dealing with illegal stuff. Their leader, Bossman, tells them it's time to move.
Tyd om op te stel. Hou jou afstand soos gewoonlik.
Emma, now driving through quiet rural roads, gives her dad a call, telling him to start the stopwatch and time how long she takes to get to his place. He's always been a bit overprotective. Then she gets a message from her boyfriend, which just makes her mood worse. She pulls over to text back. Apparently, the guy got into a physical fight and she's mad because she doesn't want a violent partner. He tries to defend himself, but she's not having it. She gets back in the car and continues her trip. Out on the same road, that gang of criminals runs into a traffic cop. The cop walks up to their van and asks Pete, the newest guy in their crew, for his ID and vehicle documents.
Trek net af. Ek sal dit handle en nou aan smile.
Lisensie? Maar jy lyk my lekker tens. Geef my sê wat aangaan.
Franse vleispastei.
Ek praat nie met jou nie. Jy's wel geld. Nou daar by julle. Net op soek na aanwysings. Stop net daar.
Moenie ons skiet nie, Baz. Jay. Maak oop agter.
Wat julle wil.
Bosman, wat die fok?
Meanwhile, Emma's car starts acting up. Looks like the radiator's cooked. She gets out, tries calling someone, but surprise, there's no signal. Nearby, the gang has taken the cop to a hidden area. He's blindfolded, and now that he's seen their faces, they decide they need to kill him to cover their tracks. Bossman doesn't want to do it himself, so he puts the pressure on Pete to pull the trigger. But there's a problem. Pete's never fired a gun in his life. Bossman makes him shoot at some rocks first. Just as Pete fires off the shots, Emma, who's not too far away, hears the gunfire and gets curious. Now that Emma's seen too much, they're thinking of killing her too. But Boila, one of the thugs, suggests they can use her first before getting rid of her. Bossman agrees, but says whoever touches her also has to be the one to finish her off. Boila steps forward. They don't realize the cop's still alive and crawling toward his car. Emma sees him, and he signals her to stay quiet. As Boila takes Emma aside and cuffs her, the cop manages to reach the vehicle.
Maak klaar met daai girl. Ons ry oor 10.
Emma, seeing her chance, tries to reach for the key to the handcuffs. She finally grabs it, unlocks herself, and runs. She starts remembering all the survival training her dad gave her when she was younger. She makes it back to her car and grabs both a small bag and the red backpack her cousin left for her. Boila soon figures out Emma's escaped. Bossman flips out. He knows they're screwed if they don't catch her. They spread out and use walkie-talkies to communicate while searching. Emma's dad, now getting worried since she hasn't arrived, tries calling her, but only gets her voicemail. He senses something's off. Emma, on the other hand, is completely freaked out but starts pulling herself together. She digs through her bag to find anything useful. The gang finds her car and checks her belongings. They learn who she is and where she's heading. They even pick up on her tracks and follow them. Emma notices that she's left an obvious trail, so she tricks them by creating fake paths leading in different directions. Meanwhile, a nearby farmer sees her abandoned car, finds her documents, and tries calling out for her. When that doesn't work, he moves to a spot with signal and calls Emma's dad, who then rushes to meet him. Back with the gang, they find Emma's fake tracks and split into teams to cover more ground. Emma finds a stream and finally drinks some clean water. But then Boila and another guy spot her. Boila still wants to harm her and keeps it quiet from the others. and she sees that sometimes violence is the only option. Her dad arrives at the area and quickly understands that Emma is being hunted by 6 men. He tells the farmer that Emma was trained since she was a kid, but after accidentally shooting an animal, she swore off violence. Now, she's being forced to fight back. Another gang member finds Emma, but doesn't see Boila around. He radios the others, saying Boila's dead. Emma hears this over Boila's walkie-talkie and runs again. When one thug tries chasing her,
bitch.
she radios the others, telling them she already took down 2 of them, and now only 4 are left. Some of the gang members are starting to feel sick. They unknowingly drank dirty water. But Bossman tells them to tough it out and keep going. They finally spot Emma again. Bossman takes a shot and thinks he hits her, but she's still alive and runs toward an old, rundown building.
Sy move skiet ek af frek. Roer julle gatte dat ons hierdie gemors kan klaarmaak.
The gang follows, and inside, Emma ambushes another thug using a sharp piece of metal.
Piet!
Pete, scared and useless, is spotted slacking off. Bossman threatens to leave him behind. Pete walks into the building, and Emma catches him. He begs for his life, says he's not like the others, and she lets him go.
Ek kan niks doen nie.
Bossman, now getting no responses from his men, gets suspicious and heads in himself. Baz manages to corner Emma, and they start fighting.
Jongens, kom eens hier recht.
My favorite kombuiswerk.
Then she comes face to face with Bossman. He challenges her to a duel, cocky and overconfident. What he doesn't know is that Emma has serious combat training from her dad, who used to be in the military.
Maak my dag poplap.
Back at home, her dad sits quietly, fearing the worst. But then, off in the distance, he sees his daughter staggering toward him, wounded but alive. She makes it to him, and they hug tightly. Later, Emma is shown recovering in a hospital. Everything she's been through changed her. She understands now when to fight back and when to walk away. She even decides to give her boyfriend another chance.